Okay, and welcome to the wonderful world of not Warhammer, actually, the human digestive system. So this is a very, very crappy, small game that I made about a year ago, and I've recently been talking with a company who is interested in possibly using this as an educational tool in schools. Of course, it does need a lot of polish, so that is what I'm going to be doing over the next few weeks. But I just thought I would share this to all of those out there in YouTube land and whoever else is interested. So yeah, here we go. The first one, again, I'm going to warn you, is very, very bad. We start with digestion in the mouth. So we have a jaw, and when we chew the food, it gets broken up into pieces, etc., etc. You can see there's a little bar up in the left-hand corner now. Oh, which one was it? Was it spacebar? Spacebar does that one. That one is water. Right, it should be up that is doing it. But alright, in any case, as I said, this one is super, super bad. You're supposed to... there we go. Cough, cough, cough. Quick, get them out. There we go. You're supposed to try to get the food down here into your esophagus. Come on, rotate, fall down. You know you want to do it. Yeah, but if you get food into your air pipe, there, into your trachea, you will start to choke. So if you just try to keep that closed, if you try to keep that closed, you're just gonna keep dying, basically. When that bar gets down to the small, your score will reset. There we go, let's eat some stuff here. So, yeah, as I said, very, very buggy. Not very good at all. Let's end this. The stomach works, in my opinion, the best out of all of these, so let's go to the stomach. So in the stomach, you play as a pepsin enzyme, and there are other pepsin enzymes that are in there. They're kind of your enemies, I suppose. Your job is basically just to digest the proteins in these little pieces of food. So you break apart the proteins, and that breaks the food into smaller pieces, into carbohydrates and lipids, and of course other proteins. So you do that, and they kind of get sucked down there into the small intestine, where the next stage of digestion will happen. Let's get some of these. If I remember right, you have to get a score of 250 before you go on to the next level. So, yeah, let me go up here, see if I can digest. I think that was a piece of cheese. The cheese has got lots. There we go. And I'm facing the wrong way. There we go. Get over here. Has got lots of energy in it. Lots of proteins, lots of lipids. So, yeah, if we can get those past our counter there. Yeah, there we go. So that's our signal that it is now safe to proceed. And bam. Now we have our small intestine and liver stage. So what is supposed to happen here? Is this one already broken? Okay, there we go. Finally something's happening. What is supposed to happen is you release amylases, which digest carbohydrates, or proteases, which digest proteins. Whoa, that's a lot of proteins. Let's get them away. There we go. Good. Yeah, and the performance on this one is absolutely horrible. So this probably has some really poorly optimized code that needs to be redone. Yeah. In any case, the idea is that the proteases will digest proteins, amylases will digest carbohydrates, and lipases, together with bile, will help you digest the lipids. So once those get broken into smaller pieces, the lining, there we go, if I can get rid of some of those some more, there we go, come on. Yeah, the lining of your small intestine will start to absorb those nutrients, which will give you energy. Like when they get absorbed, this score should go up. Yeah, goes up a little bit more, right? It's absorbing those. So again, I can't remember what the exact number is, what the exact score you're supposed to get to go on to the next level. But again, this one does not run as smoothly as the stomach one. So let's end that. Go back to the menu. The last one is just really silly. So we've got the large intestine here, and you need to manage your stool quality. So the way that you do that is just by clicking a lot. So you have water molecules, and then you have waste molecules here, and the idea is to try to maintain a good balance between water and the other wastes. So if you just sit here and do nothing like I'm doing right now, you'll get too much water in your stool and you will get loose stool. And if you keep on going, yeah, it'll turn into watery. So yeah, again, this one is kind of okay, but the way that I count the particles going through here probably needs to be redone, because basically the longer it runs, the more difficult it gets to change it, because it's just counting all the particles that go past it. So the more particles that go past, the more you actually need to get to try to change it, because it's just a running percentage. So again, this right now, this is basically unwinnable. I think I'm never going to get back to normal quality stool, no matter how much I click. So again, this one needs to be rewritten a little bit more. But again, as I said, I am going to be putting in some work on this over the next few weeks, and hopefully making this a little more fun, a little more interesting, a little more intuitive to play. But yeah, that's just a tiny game that I'm working on.